Where Hammers Walk Podcast. Uncut. Introducing your presenter, the one, the only, Sam.
Hello, I'm Sam from Sam Alden 45, Where Hammers Walk. This is my TikTok, but of course I'm part of Where Hammers Walk Uncut as well. We are here because we have signed a striker. Can you believe? I can't believe we actually signed a striker, and we've actually done it with only 2 days in the transfer window. Early business and a striker. Incredible. This is not the West Ham way. It just shows you how much we are in trouble. That the only time that Sullivan will put his money, his hand in his pocket early on, is if West Ham are in big trouble. And we are, let's be honest. So, but we have done the transfer, and we have got this new striker from Gil Vicente, something like that, from the Portuguese league. He has scored 10 goals in 13 games this season. That's quite good. That's actually very good stats. Hopefully he can continue that coming into West Ham. And what's even better, he signed in time to be able to play for tomorrow's game, or today's game whenever it's posted, this video, for the game against Wolves. So, even better. I'm not sure he will start because I think Callum Wilson will start, but at least we've got an option to bring on another striker. And who is the striker? It is this guy, Pablo Felipe, or Felipe Pablo. It's not really clear actually which way it goes, but anyway, we will know him as Pablo. Another Pablo. So another Pablo has joined us. Hopefully he will get even half as much passion as Pablo Fornals did get for West Ham. Pablo Fornals was West Ham at the end. He knew West Ham. If this Pablo gets half of that, he's going to be excellent. Keep his going as well, like he's been doing so far in the Portuguese league. We have got one hell of a signing which possibly could get us the goals to escape the dreaded drop of relegation. We've signed him for £20 million. It's a bit expensive on the expensive side for, let's be honest, a very young guy, 22 years old. We've signed him for a 4.5-year contract, so it's a nice long-term signing as well. I like it. But yeah, it's a lot of money for a young kid, and last time we done that with Luis Galami, it's not really worked out. We could have signed him for less. We could have signed him for like around 15 million. But if we signed him for 15 million, West Ham would have had to pay him all 15 million up front. So we've paid a little bit more just to spread it out into instalments, which you could probably say is wise by West Ham actually, to be honest. So I think it's a good signing. A nice young kid. He looks like he's strong as well. That he can move. He's got movement, and his finishing seems to be on point at the moment this year. 10 goals in 13 appearances is nothing to sniff at. Hopefully he can take it to the Premier League, and that's the thing that I would be a bit worried about. Sorry, my alert just went off in the car. Yeah, that's the only bit I'll be worried about, is that it is a big step for Portuguese League to Premier League, but he's got time to improve, but he doesn't have time to improve for West Ham to do well, to escape, if that makes sense. But overall, I think it's a good signing, and also you could probably say it's also wise as well, because I think this one is also a signing to think about next year if we do go down, that he can then also still play for us in the Championship and bang in goals in the Championship and improve for following year in Premier League again. So yeah, I'm quite impressed actually. Let's see what this random rating, what the TikTok will rate for signing a 10. A 10 out of 10. Okay. Let's hope that TikTok's right. Me personally, I wouldn't say it's that good. I would say it's a solid 7 out of 10. But, yeah. I'll take the 10 out of 10. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Hopefully, this be a start of good things to come at last. For 2026, West Ham can start looking up, hopefully. And this will start being the catalyst of West Ham relegation scrap, winning for relegation scrap and getting out of it. That'd be nice. Anyway, one last thing for me to say, as always, come on you Irons.